Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nini and today it's finally time for the sketchbook tour. So I actually already recorded this video once, but it turned out to be like an hour long. So I'm trying to re-record it to get the time constraint down. It's finally time for the sketchbook tour. I've been working on the sketchbook for about 7 months, from February to August this month. And a review of the sketchbook. Actually, I'll do the review of the sketchbook at the end. But yeah, if you like this content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and maybe joining the Discord. We would love to have you there. And also, don't forget that the Draw Lettering Style the deadline for that is September 30th. And without further ado, let's get on with the sketchbook tour. So I don't remember where a lot of these stickers came from, or like who made the stickers, but I know this is from Zhen. I think that's how you pronounce it, sorry if it's not. And it's like a sticker of Xielian from Tingguan Sufu, or Heaven Official's Blessing. I got this one when I was in South Korea last year. I got these two from the same event that I got this one from, but I don't remember who the artists are. If I do find it, then Jeez, airplane, so loud. Then I'll put it on screen. I got this from my local bookstore. This is from the game Cozy Grove, which is a Nintendo Switch game. And these two, I designed them myself, but unfortunately I ordered them from Sticker Mule. So I still like how they turned out. But yeah, these were just sample stickers that I got. And yeah, let's go ahead and go into the inside of the sketchbook. Hopefully it's not as long as my first take of the sketchbook tour. And I was super tired when I was recording that. Yeah, this was a video decorating the inside of my sketchbook. And these are my characters from my Manguo story. This is Manguo, my main OC. This is Pepper, Jasper, Jacqueline, Hunter, and Karma. And then these two are my human characters. This is Zara and Serenity. And this is more Zhen stickers from Bee and Puppy Cat, a random sticker I got from Amazon, some more Cozy Grove stickers, and some stickers from a sticker set that I got from Kinokuniya. The artist is Mumechi on Instagram. And yeah. So I recorded this one recently, excuse me, and it's just like filling the empty spread between the front cover and the first page of the sketchbook. And these are my human characters with Zara, Serenity, Brianna, Kim, Sunhong Kim, I think I'm gonna call him Sunhong Kim, and Kindle, and then a little Manguo in his cat form. But yeah, February to August from this year, 2024. And then this is a VHS of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which if you haven't seen that movie, it's definitely, you should go watch it. It's a very good movie. But yeah. These are my goals. Unfortunately, I messed up and wrote sketchbook number 3 instead of sketchbook number 4, because apparently this is my 4th sketchbook here on YouTube. Yeah, these are my goals for this sketchbook. It's like expand the world, which I did do, so I'm gonna mark that as checked. Complete concepts for branding. I didn't really do that very much in this sketchbook. Make animation notes, and then draw Pepper, the Raccoon Twins, and the Emperor more, which I definitely did. My head's all jumbled. I will also be listing all of the supplies that I use in this sketchbook in the description and in the comments down below, just in case you were thinking of getting some of these supplies. But yeah, I drew this demon stalking Manguo through the woods. I think I sketched it with my Prismacolor pencils, and then I went back over it with I think it was just a random black marker. I don't think this was my ink pen yet. But yeah, I still like how it turned out. This is animation thumbnails, storyboard for a small intro animation that I wanted to do, but I never got around to doing it because busy. Especially since it was the beginning of the sketchbook, so that means I was in school at that point. And I'll probably talk about it a bit more. There's a lot of schoolwork in here. Yeah, just to preface this, the beginning of the sketchbook isn't as colorful or as polished as the end of the sketchbook. I just wanted to put that out there. And there's also points where I add these little doodles in the beginning of the sketchbook when I'm like drawing at the end of the sketchbook, if that makes sense, to make it a bit fuller. Yeah. So I did this sketch of Manguo with a ballpoint pen. If you don't know me, hi, first of all, welcome to the channel. But I really love sketching with pen. You'll definitely see that a lot, especially at the beginning of the sketchbook. Yeah, I just did this sketch of Manguo with her sword. That's great. And then this is a sketch of Manguo again, but colorized. And I made a mistake and accidentally colored this yellow when it's supposed to be like white. But yeah, I did this, I sketched it with Prismacolor, and then I went over it with my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, which I love that brush pen so much. I had to go buy more because it's kind of like running out. And then I colored it with my Ohuhu alcohol markers, which I've been using a bit more on this sketchbook compared to my last sketchbook. And then this is a homemade sticker of Manguo in the good chibi version, and it's like with this iridescent sticker paper, but it's like a failed piece. I'm definitely not selling it yet, so maybe I'll sell it in the future. But the Cricut machine that I have just doesn't calibrate correctly. I'm still working out the kinks, so it kind of cut weirdly, so this is a failed sticker. But I still kind of like the design. Definitely want to make designs of the other characters too. These were concepts for my Directed Studies class, which is a capstone class for people in the art major, where it's basically you had to come up with a series of works that you want that are going to be displayed in a gallery. And so this was concepting for my first and second paintings, I believe. I made 3 oil paintings. Yeah, that's concepting. And then this is a random mouse character. This is the Emperor. I still don't have a name for him yet. And this says it's been a while since I've drawn him, which it has. I think I only drew him once, and it was like a doodle at the end of my last sketchbook. But yeah, this is just figuring out what I want to do with his color palette and like his clothing style. It's supposed to be more like a Chinese traditional clothing style, but I'll have to concept it a bit more. And I colored this with my AROIC oil-based markers. And I really actually loved going back and coloring all these sketches with the oil-based markers because they are opaque and they don't bleed through. So I could cover up like pin marks a bit more. And that was pretty much my solution to not being able to use watercolor in the sketchbook. I think I've mentioned it in a few of my last videos that I'm kind of mad at this sketchbook because I can't use watercolor in it, but this was my solution. And it was a great solution. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like this this spread. So it was at this point that I realized I wouldn't be able to use watercolor in my sketchbook because I don't know, it just didn't lay down right, and it was like bringing up the paper, or ripping up the paper, so kind of abandoned using the watercolor in this sketchbook. But yeah, this is just a doodle of Zara drinking tea, and like this is a painting of the Emperor City, which is actually a painting that I made last year for my oil painting final. And then doodle Manguo, a teddy bear that she gave to Serenity. These are doodles of Serenity, and then this awful sketch that I colored with my water-based pens or water-based markers. I really don't like how this one turned out. Oh, I gotta move faster. Okay, it was at this point that Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 came out, so I did these doodles of Miss Delight. Miss Delight came way later than the rest of these, but I drew Catnap, I drew the Smiling Critters, and these 3 were from reference, obviously, and then these ones were just doodles that I did freehand. Yeah, I really enjoyed Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I think I might make more fan art from Poppy Playtime. I really like how this one turned out. I sketched this with pen and then went over it with my water-based markers. And then this is just Catnap's just the description. Oh dear. So this was a concepting for a project for my illustration class where we had to come up with spotlight illustrations for an editorial illustrations for a article. And my article was about using AI to decipher Herculean scrolls or something like that. So I came up with these robot designs. And then I tried to color it with my oil-based pens, but I took them outside to color it. And so the oil and the color separated, and it caused it to like run, and it also caused it to bleed through. But normally these oil-based pens don't bleed through the paper. So I just wanted to leave it like that so I could remember. It's like a little warning to myself. And then this one I did with my Posca pens. But I might show the end result up on screen. Yeah, I really like how it turned out. I think I did that one in Abyss Paint-X. More bleed through. Alright, so this spread was kind of just random. I really had this idea of like a fish, like kind of Ponyo style, if you've seen that movie, where it's like fish riding along the waves. And it's like shooting stars too. I did this with my Prismacolors, and then this is just regular koi fish in a pond with lily pads. Yeah. This is more concepting for my Directed Studies class. This was for my second oil painting, where it's like this dark forest with a skull hanging from the trees. Sorry, I need a drink. That's better. But yeah, I really like how these sketches turned out. I did this with like a gray Micron pen. And then these were studies of water bugs / swamp bugs because I was going to animate them and project them on top of my paintings for my Directed Studies class. And then this says get stick bugged. I still need to make that video about the gallery. These are illustration notes for my illustration class, a demon sketch of the emperor, and then this was like kind of trying to come up with like a dragon design to embroider into the emperor's clothes. Never got around to it though. This is Tianlong Jun from Scum Villain Self-Saving System. He's like more of a minor character, but I really wanted to draw him because I had this idea of him like having crow's feet around his eyes from smiling so much, and he's just so adorable. And this was a redraw of this one with pen and Prismacolor pencils. I think it turned out pretty good. This is a spread dedicated to Karma. So originally all of them looked like this, but I went back and used my regular Ohuhu markers to color it, and I think it turned out pretty good. And then I ruined it by sketching with the pen and then coloring it with the pen. I should have used like a water-based marker to color it. It is what it is though. I think this spread looks pretty cool. I like how Karma is. Karma is so cool. This is more concepting for my Directed Studies class. This is for the third painting that I did, where it's like a lot of greenery and it definitely takes on a different tone from the first two paintings. But yeah, I was gonna animate this character. This character is animated throughout all the three paintings, but for this one I just had them kicking their feet well, actually you'll see it later. But yeah, this is concepting for that third painting, and this is to-do lists, some more illustration sketches, or not sketches, notes. Yeah, and I use my AROIC oil pens to color this sketch, and then water-based pens to color it on this one. This is a spread dedicated to Manguo. So this was colored with alcohol markers, and this one was colored with my oil-based pens. I don't like how Karma looks in this one, but I think that overall it looks pretty good. Yeah, I love Manguo so much. Such a my coolest OC. This is what I was talking about earlier, where this is pretty much how the third oil painting looks like. And I colored this with watercolor because I was really trying to use it, but it just, it just kind of ruins the paper. But yeah, so for the animation, I animated this character kicking their feet while fish swam inside and out of this submerged skeleton, because I love drawing skeletons, if you don't know. This is a sticker that I designed in Clip Studio that I self-made by buying sticker paper and lamination sheets. It's not professional quality. It's not the kind of quality that I would want to sell, so I haven't sold any. But I enjoyed the process of designing these, and I actually designed these live. So if you want to watch that process, then that's here on YouTube. More concepting for my directed studies course. The paintings, this was like trying to figure out what kind of animation I wanted to do for the second painting, and since it had to be on a loop, I just decided to draw them walking into the distance over and over again. But yeah. Yeah, this is the character. I don't know how I came up with this character. It just came to me. This is from my Dozens project, which is my fourth project for my illustration class, where we had to come up with something 12 times. I don't know how to explain it. But I chose a food menu, so there was a breakfast menu, a lunch/dinner menu, and a dessert menu. And so I decided to make them into stickers. And I also have it as a actual menu, though I didn't really design the cover of it. I just, oh, no. I just did the inside. So, yeah. So that's how that turned out. And then this was trying to see how I was at oil pastels. So I just drew a pumpkin, and because I drew this pumpkin, I decided I was like starting to get into the mood for Halloween and fall. I drew this much later than this, but I really enjoyed sketching pumpkins and this pumpkin witch and this cat, like a spooky Manguo. And then I drew Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is a Hunter spread. I don't think I drew Hunter very much in my last sketchbook. Excuse me. But I drew this with pen, and then I initially drew this with pen, but I didn't like the sketch, so I went back over it with acrylic paint. And it looks pretty alright, but I can't help but think that Hunter looks like Geronimo Stilton. I guess it's like the color palette and like the green vest, but like can't help but think that he looks like that. This was my from my first Instagram live, and I haven't done another one since. I might do some more in the future. But yeah, these are cat studies that I did with pen, and I went back over this one with my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. this is concepting for Manguo's world. Yeah, this is the Emperor's city flying behind some mountains and some clouds. And then this is just Manguo looking out into the distance. I really like how this turned out. I did this with, I sketched it initially with pen, and then I went back and used my Fudenosuke brush pens, and then I used some water-based markers to kind of give it more color and depth. Another Manguo spread. I painted this one with acrylic paint, and I feel like Manguo's facial structure changes with each sketch that I do, but it still looks pretty okay. And I'm getting better at hands, guys. I'm getting so much better. So excited. So this was concepting for a short story project that I had to do for my illustration class, but I've drawn this character before, in my last sketchbook, and I think the sketchbook before, but I'm not really sure. Yeah. It's about this boy who won like a wooden horse from a carnival, and one night the wooden horse like suddenly turns into a unicorn, and they kind of like fly around the city and discover stuff, I guess. I don't know. It was a weird concept. I didn't really flesh it out, but I chose a different story for my project. I had gotten a new pen this day, so I kind of went ham with it. I did these all freehand. Yeah, I just drew this tree, this witch, and then this was a storyboard for an animation that I wanted to do for Instagram, because I heard this audio on Instagram and it kind of inspired me to want to do it, but then I lost all motivation and kind of just scrapped it. Yeah. Okay, so this page is kind of inspired by Ren Spirit Art, which I watch a lot. I love her videos. You should definitely go watch her videos. But I feel like this face is kind of like inspired too much by Ren Spirit Art, and I don't really draw her like that. Again, Zara and Serenity, by the way. And I drew it with graphite, and then I went over the background with purple water-based marker, and then I have with the AROIC oil-based pens, they come with these like metallic markers, and it looks so cool when it shines like that. But yeah, this was my initial brainstorming for the 1000 subscriber Draw That's in Your Style. Obviously I didn't use it. Excuse me again. But I was originally gonna have you guys draw me, but I felt like that was a bit too weird. I don't know, it feels weird to have you guys draw me like that. But yeah, this was my original thoughts. And then this is from my Dozens project. It's like a really big sticker because I miscalculated when I was coming up with a layout for the stickers. Yeah. So this spread is kind of dedicated to Jasper and Jacqueline, the raccoon twins, which was part of my goals at the beginning of the sketchbook. So I sketched them with my red ballpoint pen, and then I went back over it with my Tombow Fudenosuke pen. I told you guys I love this brush pen so much. And then this is Pepper and Jasper just hanging out together. I think that the poses were based off of something from Pinterest, but I forget. But yeah, I colored this with my alcohol markers. That's Jasper and Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Yeah. Oh, and then this is a little doodle of Jasper. It doesn't really look right, but I was just trying to test out these new zebra Fineliners that I got. I really liked the color choices that they had for that pack. So this was the storytelling project that I decided to do. It was about these two female knights that fell in love and retired together, pretty much. It was supposed to be a short story, so I didn't delve too much into it. But I was on a time crunch, so I only did like 3 of these. But they looked really cool. I might pop it up on screen. And then these were like practicing comic formats that I saw on Pinterest. These are title ideas, and then this is another self-made sticker. Oh, look at how this sketchbook is falling apart. So this is a pepper spread. It's also one of my goals. I really love how this turned out. I think this was the first time I was using like the highlighters to color stuff. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of pepper and then pepper with jasper. My cutest pepper. This was for my world literature class. For our final project, we had a creative assignment, so I decided to make a one-shot comic from the short story Blood Child by Octavia Butler. And so I decided to do that. And I did it with Clip Studio Paint, and I did it all in 8 hours because I had so much other work to do. And I still really like how the end result turned out. I might pop it up on screen for a bit. And this is another self-made sticker. More notes about Blood Child, like the actions and the dialogue, and then some panels from the comic that I made. So this is Dtiys, which is one of the main characters, and this is Gon. And this is pretty much the scene where Dtiys is pulling out the grubs from Brom Lomas to kind of save his life. But yeah, Gon kind of looks worried in this one. I kind of wish I could have done the text better because I've never really made a comic before. So yeah, I really like how this turned out though. And I did it all in 8 hours. I think it was like 4 pages for the comic. Yeah, really love how I did Dtiys' design. Looks pretty good. And it really helped me to figure out how to use Clip Studio's like comic settings and like comic assets. Concepting for Blood Child. Yeah, this is more concepting for Blood Child. So this is Dtiys and Gon. More Gon. And then this is Brom Lomas. I've never drawn somebody in agony before, so this is pretty much practicing with that. And then this is one of the grubs. Yeah. This was for Mermaid. I drew these two much later than the rest of them, but I used that same Gellyroll. It's a Gellyroll pen that I used. This burgundy Gellyroll pen, and I really love it so much. It's such a pretty pen, and I'm almost ran out of it, so yeah. Yeah, this is my merman. I still don't have a name for him, so if you would like to, please come up with a name for him in the comments or in the Discord. I have an ideas and feedback channel in the Discord. Yeah, I used my Pastel Ohuhu markers plus my water-based markers, plus these, I think they're watercolor markers, but I don't really know. They're Ecoline markers. But yeah, I really like how this spread turned out. These are some whale studies because the Emperor's City is obviously on a whale, or is a whale, who knows. And then some koi fish studies and some cloud studies. And I did all those with my, what is it called? My Pilot Color Eno color pencils. This was a comic idea that I had about magic beans and like a witch that uses like magical items to make like mundane stuff. Like in this instance, she's using magic beans to make chili. And then this is a sketch for the Emperor. And then these are all doodles of all of my characters so far. This is Manguo, Pepper, Karma, Hunter, Lapis, Jasper, Jacqueline, the Emperor, and his advisor, and a demon. But I don't like the shape of this demon. And this is a little doodle of myself, and this is another self-made demon sticker. This is an idea for an oil painting that I have. I believe that I got this fox posing from Pinterest, but everything else is my own imagination. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah. This was coming up with thumbnails for a new YouTube banner. Never got around to doing it though, because I don't just have time. I really don't have time. This is more mermaid stuff for my merman and another Manguo doodle. I did this specifically to figure out how I wanted this pose to look in my animation, which I'm still working on, so hopefully I'll be posting it to YouTube soon. But yeah, that's just to figure out how I wanted that to look. And then this is just drawing ideas of different characters that I wanted to draw. These were doodle requests from YouTube and Instagram. This is Lanwangji from Moda Zishu, or Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. This is Paimon from Genshin Impact, and this is a kitten playing a guitar. And then this is a sticker from some coffee that I bought when I was in the Dominican Republic, and it was pretty good coffee, I think. This is a redraw of a comic that I made in my first sketchbook here on YouTube, I believe, and it's alright. It's alright. And then this is another doodle of Manguo. I wish I hadn't colored it like this with my water-based markers, but it's whatever. And this is another doodle request from, I think, here on YouTube. And it was like a bunny in a hat, but of course I went overboard and I colored it with my Pastel Ohuhu markers. This is another self-made sticker. This is one that I got from the dollar store. Ah! This is from Akagami no Shirayuki Hime, or Snow White with the Red Hair. And this was a video, I think. And I drew Zen and Shirayuki, but I wanted to redeem myself from drawing this Shirayuki by drawing this one from the manga. And I used my Gellyroll pen and my Pastel Ohuhu markers. And for this one, I used a burgundy Micron pen and my regular Ohuhu markers. Now this is a failed sketch of the ending credits illustration for season 1. I really wanted to draw Zen and Shirayuki together. I might just redraw it digitally, but I don't know. And then this says 80-degree Hilly Billy. It was from like this Instagram reel about excavators, I think. But I just found that very funny for some reason. So this is just a swatch sheet. And these were different plushies that I saw on Pinterest, but I actually saw this one in real life at a Kinokuniya Japanese department store, and I wanted to take it home with me, but it's kind of expensive and it's really big. I'll probably put a picture up on screen because I took a picture of it. It is so cute and it felt so nice. But yeah, these are just different plushies. And then because I've rewatched Snow White with the Red Hair, I drew Manguo and Karma in like formal attire. This one's kind of based off of Obi's formal attire from season 2, but I kind of overdid it with Manguo's outfit. But yeah, this is like with a mix of water-based markers, oil-based markers, and color pencils, and my Fudenosuke brush pen. Another Manguo spread. I don't like how this side of the spread turned out, but these ones are nice. This was a video, I think it was a draw with me video, where I drew with Prismacolor color pencils, and I really don't like how that turned out. But this is a little pepper, a little bit of Manguo, a chibi Manguo, and then I like my attempt at trying to do like a pattern in the background. But yeah. This is a spread dedicated to Brianna, which is one of my human characters, and I think this was my one time doing like a full human spread, maybe? I don't know. Maybe? Or at least from my OCs. And these outfits are based off of clothing items that I saw on Pinterest, obviously. And I feel like Brianna would be the type of person to wear a whole bunch of different colors together. But yeah, I really like how the spread turned out. And please ignore this doodle Ken. It doesn't look quite right. But of course there's fish in the background too. I really love this spread so much. It's so cute. This was a video. Part of my environmental series, which I still don't have a name for, so if you would like to help me come up with a name, you can put it in the comments or in the ideas and feedback channel on Discord. But yeah, this was based off of an illustration by Guy Warley, and it was posted to Pinterest. And then this was based off of a real life picture of a traditional village in China, because I wanted to draw this one because the Emperor's City is like inspired by Chinese traditional culture and traditional buildings. So yeah, I did this with a combination of highlighters, pens, water-based markers, and oil-based markers. And then this is a self-made sticker, and then this is just a doodle of a demon and a doodle of myself. But I really like how the spread turned out. It's very pretty. Another kind of environmental spread, but I included a character, my main OC Manguo, and I did this all with pen, my brush pen, and water-based markers for kind of the gray shading. And of course, fish in the background. I really like how this turned out. Very cool. And I was too scared to color it, so. These were notes for how to animate in Clip Studio Paint. I forget the YouTuber that I was watching the video from, but I'll try to put it up on screen or in the description. But yeah, I wanted to learn Clip Studio because I wanted to get off of using Adobe products, but Clip Studio animation, it only allows you to like animate for a certain amount of frames or a certain amount of time. And I really want to do longer animations, so I'll have to stick with Photoshop for now, which sucks because I really don't want to have to keep paying for Photoshop subscription. But yeah, and this is a watercolor doodle of the Emperor. I did this in a different sketchbook and then cut it out and put it in the sketchbook, so that's why I was able to use the watercolor. I think it turned out pretty good. This was my spread dedicated to Tears of the Kingdom, because I've got that game back in February and I've only recently begun making progress in the game. I recently finished Death Mountain, so I think that's still pretty early on in the game, but yeah. So I drew Raoru and his wife Sonia with my Fudenosuke brush pen and my Ohuhu markers. And then I went back and did another sketch, and this was with my Gellyroll pen and my Pastel Ohuhu markers, and this is Sakura because I really wanted to draw her because she has such a cool design. I'm definitely going to be making more Tears of the Kingdom fan art in my next sketchbook. Woo. So this is concepting for the next spread, and I believe that I made shorts about the next spread, which is related to this one. But yeah, I really wanted to draw all of my Manguo characters because I don't think I've ever really concepted Lapis before, which is probably going to be one of my goals for my next sketchbook. But yeah, this is Lapis, Karma, Pepper, Emperor, and Manguo. And I didn't do a bigger sketch of Hunter because I was kind of happy with how this one was. But yeah, these were done with graphite, and then I went back over with highlighter. And those sketches turn into these sketches. So yeah, I wanted to do like rainbow monochrome color palettes for each of them. So the Emperor is red, Hunter is orange, Manguo is yellow, Pepper is green, Lapis is blue, and Karma is purple. And I really like how these turned out. Excuse me. I definitely want to do this again digitally because I feel more confident, and I want to change a few things with it. But yeah, I used all of my different art supplies that I've mentioned before to make all of these, and I really like the end results. Very cute. I really love how Lapis turned out because my favorite color is blue, so this is definitely up my alley. I like how Pepper turned out too. Both of these are my favorite. But yeah, very cute. Cutie patooties. So this was concepting for those demon stickers that I was coming up with. I did this with AROIC markers and my pen. And then these are studies of foxes that I did with pen specifically. Yeah. This one kind of looks more like a hyena though. I really like these two. This was a video, part of my environmental playlist. I did this with gouache, but once again this sketchbook wasn't really made for water-based media, so I don't really like how it turned out. I kind of like this one, but the other ones are meh. Yeah. These are some owl studies that I did with graphite and a different sketchbook, and then stuck them in here. This one is obviously from Guardians of Gouache. But yeah, I think I got all of these from Pinterest. I don't know why I wanted to draw an owl, but I'm glad that I did. It turned out so cute. These are random cat characters, random knight, and random singer cat character. Then these were concepts for a short loading animation that I wanted to do, but I haven't decided if I want to do them yet. These were practicing doing thumbnails. So this one is from a life photo. This is from Nausicaa, Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, Sky, Children of Light, Animal Crossing, and Minecraft. And then this was a video, and it's thumbnails from the book called The Art of Nausicaa. And I basically just did a bunch of thumbnails of sketches from that book. I think they turned out pretty alright. And then these are thumbnails for ideas that I wanted to do for the Draw This In Your Style, finally. And I chose this one of Serenity drinking boba. But I have drawn both of these in my other sketchbook. So this was based off of, I kept getting recommended compilations of Professor Venomous from OKKO, which was a Cartoon Network show. And I really like how like Professor Venomous's whole character, like his personality and design. So I drew him, and then I drew Fink as well. So they both turned out pretty good. And then this was concepting for an illustration that I'm currently working on of Zara like working at a cafe. And then these were doodles of Zara and Serenity, Zara, Serenity. And then some doodles of Kendall, because I didn't draw her very much in the sketchbook. And then a random doodle of Manguo. This spread is kind of chaotic. This was from my first ATEEZ concert, and it was back in July. This is from 18 Econ, which was from before and after the concert. This was a free sticker that I got from the concert, and this is Break That Wall. So I used to listen to ATEEZ all the time in high school. So I haven't listened to any of their recent songs until this concert, and I absolutely love this song. I think it's called Gorilla. But yeah, this is a little doodle of myself, and this is a sticker from the fan that I bought from the pop-up shop that happened before the concert. And then there was a random dance play from at ATNCon, but these kids didn't really know what they were doing, so I had to direct them to be like more in the center so I could record them for the video. But I really enjoyed this. This was another free sticker. But yeah, this is a very chaotic spread. I might post the video that I took from that. This was brainstorming for the final spread, the kind of final spread. This was swatching from the new Zebra Midliners that I bought. And this is the thumbnail that made this. So this is the final spread. I did some concepting, and these are the transport fish that fly up into the Emperor's City. And they have these like pagoda buildings on top of them to transport the people into the city. But yeah, I had to look up Chinese temples and Chinese buildings so that I could have inspiration for drawing these. But I did this with my burgundy Gellyroll pen and pastel Ohuhu markers. I really like how it turned out, but I do think that I could have blended this part a bit more. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. And this is just pastel Ohuhu markers swatches. This was storyboard for a short animation that I did. Might pop it up on screen. This, I just saw a book cafe on Pinterest and decided to try and do the typography, but I obviously suck at mimicking typography right now. This is random fish because still fish-minded from that one. These were my final thoughts from the sketchbook. It says, I was very iffy about the sketchbook since the beginning. I don't like that it is not mixed media and that it is very short sketchbook. Though I felt limited, those limitations inspired me to look for new ways to color and render my sketches. I completed most of my goals for the sketchbook and I just want to move on to my next sketchbook. So this is a swatch page, and this is like a really derpy doodle of Manguo. And this is really the final spread. I did this very last minute and I just drew my Manguo characters kind of interacting with my human characters. So this is Zara, Manguo, Serenity, Karma, Kindle, Brianna, Pepper, and Kim. Yeah. These are my self-made stickers, sticker mule sticker, random Amazon sticker, and then this was a free Gongcha sticker from National Bubble Tea Day when you ordered a drink. So I got this plus a free pen too. And in here we have more stuff, just a few little stuff. These are empty pieces of paper. And this is the ruler that came with the ELO sketchbook. Oh, by the way, this is the ELO sketchbook. So sorry, forgot to mention that. This is a storyboard for a short animation that I did. I'm still working on, really. This is somebody's business card. I really like their art. This was part of my Dozens project. So this is the omelet for the breakfast menu. And then this is a latte from the breakfast menu. And this is pancakes from the breakfast menu. And then this is hot chocolate from the dessert menu. And some more demon stickers. And I think that's it. Oh, well, one more. Stop it. I believe this is a mojito from the lunch menu? Lunch/dinner menu? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, we made it through the sketchbook. Hopefully it's not an hour long like my previous attempt at recording this. But yeah, let's see. Let's put this back in here. But yeah, that's the end of the sketchbook. I'm so freaking happy that I'm done with this. So happy to be done with this. I worked very hard in this sketchbook and I think it paid off, especially when it comes to like new concepts and new ways of using my materials. But because I really wanted to use a mixed media sketchbook, so I went out and bought one. So my next sketchbook is gonna be this art creation sketchbook that I bought from Kinokuniya. I haven't opened it yet. I'll probably put a video of me opening it at the end of this video. But yeah, that's it for this sketchbook. But I have a little announcement to make. So if you've been following me since last year, you know that I've been to Korea and I have had the fortune and the opportunity to go to Korea again. So I will be leaving for Korea tomorrow morning as I'm recording this video. And I will be staying there for 4 months as a study abroad trip. And I'm so freaking excited. I get to attend a university over there. And I will be vlogging my experience as an art student in Korea. So I'm very excited to do that. And I hope that you guys will enjoy that as well. I think that should be it for this. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the sketchbook. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and maybe joining the Discord. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye!